if the speed is minimum here towards the top, then don't you think that I should throw it in such a way so that its motion is as close as possible to the top? Then it is better.
Screen sharing stop.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir. We can see screen sharing now, sir.
So the motion should be very close towards the top, as close possible as possible, as close as possible. What is the smallest distance near the top possible in 1 seconds? If I want smallest distance near the top in 1 seconds, then I can have half second in upward journey, half second in downward journey. Then that is the corresponding minimum distance which is possible. And also,
Ready?
I'm not just looking for the yes. Say what? Hello.
Sir, how is it 2.5, sir?
In half second, what distance it will cover? I know already. I remember the formula 5t square. If I take 5 into 1 by 4, then I know it will be 1.25 only. But 1.25 to go up, 1.25 to come down. Then what will be total? 1.25 to go up, 1.25 to come down.
Total 2.5.
2.5.
2.5. That is total. Okay.
Okay, sir, understood.
That is the minimum distance covered. Minimum possible distance covered.
Sir, the not given key change for advance bit, sir.
What?
In advance, 18th bit is delete, no, sir. They have not given key change, sir.
18th bit is deleted in advance. They have not given any key change.
Yes, sir. There we have got displacement is 120, sir. But option is not there, sir.
So they deleted it.
They not deleted, sir.
Wait a second. Then there's a problem. Which question was that? Let me see once again. They gave the key changes, but not for that question. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check once. Or maybe you are not aware of the key changes. They might have given, but you don't know.
I seen, sir.
You have seen already.
Yes, sir.
Can you share me in that question also? How will you share now? That is also one problem where it's like, let me search if I can get it. I cannot get it. I think so. I'll try. Which paper was it?
Weekend is 3 advance, sir.
13. When was it conducted?
13, sir.
13th.
This one only then. So this is not the question paper. This is solution. Is it question paper or not? Question paper also. Okay, question number 18. Let us read again. The distance in the time interval between 0 to 6 seconds. Distance traveled in 0 to 6 seconds will be, first of all, when the velocity becomes 0 at 5 seconds. Then we have found from 5 to 0, what is the displacement? 125 minus calculation is wrong, I think, here then. That's why. What is 15 to 5? 250 minus 5 into 25. That is right calculation only. What about 6 to 5 seconds?
Correct only, sir.
Then there is nothing wrong. It is right only, but there is nothing wrong in that.
We got displacement 120 sir, but option not there, sir.
Distance in the interval of 0 to 6 seconds will be then definitely 125 plus 5, that is 130 will be the answer for this. B. B is matching with P or not?
Yes, sir.
B matches with P only, right? B matches with P in D option only. So D only can be correct. What is the answer given?
D only, sir. But we got displacement 120 sir, but option not there, sir.
Okay. Displacement is 120 only because from, let me check displacement. How to find displacement? Displacement and 6 seconds means x6 minus x0. That is 120 only, but there is no option. That is wrong. C part is wrong. Not C part, no, A part is wrong. A part is wrong. A they are giving R, which is wrong. That is mistake. Yes, there is no doubt about it. It is wrong only. Why they didn't give delete it does not mean that there is some maybe some very difficult concept which we are probably not understanding. Nothing like that. It is nobody may have raised the objection. Sometimes it happens. Everybody thinks somebody else will raise objection. Nobody raised, and finally it came back like this only. Key changes will come only when somebody will raise objections. If nobody is raising objection, there will be no key changes. For example, from our end, we knew that what will be the right answer, but we did not raise the objection. Okay. If we complain about any key changes, then there will be key changes. Where we were here, right? Question number 38, 39, 40. Which one we were discussing right now? 26. That is done already, I think. That was nice question. Means I know it is not easy to understand yourself. If you try to do, you may commit mistakes. So please try to understand. If you're not understanding right now, you ask me. Understood?
Okay,
Or any
sir.
doubt is there? Good, very good. Okay.
Please tell me.
Can you do 37? Orally means we don't have to use pen also for this. Orally we have to do.
4.24.
What is this? 3 into root 2. Because I told you time taken will be proportional to root of h. When half height is there, then 3 seconds. Then for double of that height, it will be root 2 times 3. Then answer will be 3 into 1.4 means nearly, I think, 4.2. This will be the answer. Question number 41, can you do? 41, 42, 43, 44. All these are based on motion under gravity. These are all good. One boy also asked one question that is also a nice question only. I don't know, he sent in message in WhatsApp and I found that question also to be nice. Can you tell me who was that guy? There was one graph given there. I don't know the name. Some graph was given, straight line graph of velocity versus time. Something like this, if I remember it right. Something like this was given. They were asking acceleration. Can you find out acceleration in this? Can you find out acceleration or not?
Minus V naught.
Hmm?
Minus V naught.
Minus V naught. How are you getting that acceleration? First of all, that boy is listening to the class or not? Who has asked this question? Is the question same or is it different? I don't remember exactly.
Same, sir.
Same only. This graph was given, I think, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, V naught, T, and they're asking acceleration only or not?
Yes, sir.
Find acceleration. So we know acceleration from VT graph. Was it VT or VX? That also you tell me once. VX, I think, huh? Check once.
Vx.
VX graph. It was VX graph given actually. So we can get acceleration by formula V into dV by dx. That is the formula. So to find the acceleration, what we need to do? We need to know this equation of the V versus X graph. What is the equation? I think I can write its equation as slope is minus V naught by 1. And what is the equation? Let me write this point as 3 comma V naught, and this point is 4 comma 0. And now let us write the equation of this. Equation of a straight line is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 equals y minus y1 upon x minus x1. Here we can consider this point as point x2 comma y2, and this we can consider as x1 comma y1. Tell me what is the equation then?
So your voice is not audible.
Is this right equation or not? Check it once. Verify the equation first, then I will say after that.
Yes, sir. Correct only, sir.
Then we are getting V equals V naught minus 3 means plus 3 V naught. It will become I think finally minus 2 V naught it is, right? Minus V naught into X. Is it that or wrong something? Let me check once. Minus 3 V naught plus 3 V naught minus, it will be plus 4 V naught, sorry.
4 V naught, sir.
Plus 4 V naught it will be. Now once we know V value, what is dV by dx? dV by dx is minus V naught, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what is V into dV by dx? That is acceleration, which is equal to
Yes.
minus V naught
Minus
into
V
x
V naught.
plus 4 V naught into minus V naught, which is equal to V naught into V naught square into x minus 4 v naught square. At what point they have asked acceleration?
3, sir.
Then if I put 3 here, then I get v naught square into 3 minus 4 v naught square, which is equal to minus v naught square is acceleration. That should be the answer then. What answer they have given? That answer was different, I think. Was it average acceleration or
One
instant?
given, sir.
Was it average or instantaneous acceleration? Instantaneous only, I think, because they're asking at a given point, at a given position. Then it should be instantaneous. It
Yes,
cannot
sir.
be average. Then this should be the answer. If we have not done any calculation mistake, and if equation is correct only, then it is right. Acceleration will be v into dv by dx. There is no doubt about this formula. This is very important formula, and we should remember it. Other than that, there is no doubt about the equation also. This is straight line equation. Y minus y1 upon x minus y1 x1 is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Let me check this I have done right or not. V minus v naught. V minus v naught upon x minus 3 is equal to 0 minus v naught upon 4 minus 3. Right only, I think. It is right only. Then I think there must be something wrong there. I don't know. I don't have solution in front of me, so I cannot tell anything. I cannot comment on that. But I think there is something wrong in that solution. Then we are getting minus v naught square.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Can you check it once? What is? Are you able to find out the mistake, or I will see it afterwards? Okay. There seems to be some mistake.
Okay, sir.
Next, we can take some other thing. Here you have done this question or not. This will be good to practice first. I told that these questions from 41 onwards. 41, 42, 43, 44. Do these, if possible, do orally. If not possible orally, then do by using pen and paper. Starting from first. Balloon with velocity 12 meter per second is released when it is at a height 65 meter from the ground. How much time that packet will take to reach the ground? What will be the speed of balloon? Can you tell me what will be the speed of the balloon? What do you think will be the speed of the balloon?
Sir, 5 seconds.
5 seconds might be right answer. But my first question was, what will be the speed of the ball when it is released? Balloon has 12 meter per second. The speed of the ball has to be same as that of balloon. So we can think as if, although it is released, but we can think as if it has velocity. Why? Because of inertia, it has already some velocity 12 meter per second. Its velocity cannot suddenly become 0. To change the velocity, we have to apply force. How much force we have to apply to change the velocity from 12 meter per second to 0 meter per second? How much force we have to apply? Almost infinite, because while we are releasing it, just in one moment only we are able to release or not. We are holding something and we will release at that instant only. So it means we are able to release it in almost very less amount of time, milliseconds or 0 second nearly. If I take that, then this will be change in velocity. What is the formula for acceleration or the force? Force is equal to mass times acceleration. Mass times change in velocity divided by time taken. Time taken is nearly 0. Change in velocity is 12. Then it is nearly infinite. We have to apply infinite force. I'm telling again to those students, those who think, yesterday also somebody I think called me that he's still not getting why the velocity does not change after dropping it. I'm telling you, understand one thing. If I drop it here, I'm not saying it will continuously remain same velocity only. It will change definitely, but it will change over time. It will not change in 1 second. It will not, sorry, it will not change in one means microsecond or millisecond. It will be taking, it will be changing gradually over time. It is not like in 1 millisecond only or 1 microsecond, it will be suddenly changing from 12 to something 0. That will not happen. Okay. What force is causing its change? Mg is causing its change. And mg is a finite force. It is not infinite force. So when we release, please keep it in mind, understand it and learn it, that the speed will remain same as that of balloon. What is the height already? Displacement is how much it has to go. It will first rise up, then it will come down. How much it will come down? 65 meters. What is the time of flight? Time of flight will be u square by 2g in upward journey plus what will be time of flight in the downward journey? Time of flight in the downward journey will be equal to
Sir, is u square by 2g time of flight?
no, sorry, not time. Wait a second, I was thinking about that distance. Sorry. Height is u square by 2g upwards. What is the height for downward journey? Let's call it height of ascent. Height of ascent it is. What is the height of downward journey?
65 plus u square by 2g.
Yes, 65 plus u square by 2g. Why I was writing height of ascent and height of descent? Because I have a direct formula after that in terms of height of descent, that will be root 2 hd by g, and time of root 2 ha by g. Although first thing I can write in a very simple way directly u by g also, plus second thing I can write is 2 into 65 plus u square by 2g, 2 into x divided by g under the root. That's the total time. Are the answers integers or non-integers? All answers are integers. Whenever the answers are integers, then the problem is much easier. We can expect that the equations will be simple only. But I'm not sure. Maybe these are not exact integers. Maybe sometimes we may get 5.1, but they may have given 5 only. Anyway, this is how we have to do. This is how we have to do the calculation. Now we will do it now. What we get u by g 1.2 plus 2 upon 10 into that will be how much? It's 50 plus. What would that be? We are not getting integer values as they are giving here. Maybe they are doing some approximation or what. Integer, we are not, I'm not expecting integers. Let us check, maybe it is integer only. Plus 2 by 100 into 65 plus 650 plus 72.
I said it's coming, sir.
Integers only.
Yes, sir.
So I'm surprised because it looked like non-integer value. 2 into it is finally 3.8. What is 650 plus 72? 650 plus 72 is 700, 722 multiplied by 2. Then it is 1444.
Sir, not an integer.
Not an integer, I think. Maybe approximately integer.
No, sir. Root 1444 is 38, sir.
It is exact 38 only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice.
2
And
plus
how
3.
do you know how you calculated? I think, huh? Very good,
Actual
very good. Then it is exact. Then it was somewhat complicated question because even after doing this also we will lose confidence. We will think we are not getting integer, but it was integer only. See, 1.2 plus 3.8 is finally 5. Then I think answer should be 1. Okay, next question, question number 42. A ball is thrown upwards with speed of 20 meter per second from the top of a tower of height 50 meter. What time elapsed when it again passes the edge of the tower? It is, I think, very straightforward. What is the answer given? 4 only? We can do orally. This is the tower. And what is the meaning of edge of tower? Height we don't need.
Sir, we have to find the time when it reaches the same point, sir.
I think same point only, right? And
Yes,
it
sir,
is thrown
same
upwards
point only, sir.
thrown upwards with 20 speed.
We can
Then
take the
20
displacement as 0, sir. Then we can solve that.
No, directly we know 10 u by g is time for upward journey.
Ah, yes, sir.
U
Yes,
by
sir.
g is for downward journey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
2
So
u
u
by
by
g.
g. So
Easily we can do that,
directly
sir.
answer is simply 4.
4,
Why
sir.
they are giving 50? I think just to confuse. Why is it even given?
There is no use of that, sir.
No use of that information, extra information.
Just
Next,
for confusing, they will
ball
give
is
like
dropped from the bridge of maybe 122 meters, 122.5 meters above the river. After the ball is fallen for 2 seconds, the second ball is thrown straight down after it. What must be the initial velocity so that both hit the water at the same time? After how many seconds?
2.
2 seconds only. Then we can do this way. Let us say the ball reaches in t seconds time. First ball. What distance first ball has to cover?
122.5.
And if it takes t seconds time, then I can write this as gt square, right?
Sir, 26.1, sir.
Sir, someone is sending messages to me, sir. Today, your birthday, like that.
My birthday.
Yes, sir.
It is there.
Happy birthday.
How does he know?
Don't know, sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday.
Thanks,
Happy
everybody.
birthday.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Happy 10th of the day, sir.
Thank you very much. I think you can tell from this formula. Is it half gt square? I should write half gt square. Is it half gt square or not?
Yes, sir.
Because one ball is just dropped, means I can take initial velocity to be 0.
0.
But for the second ball, I have to take some velocity u, and I have to give the velocity in downward direction also. I have to throw it in downward direction. After how many seconds? After 2 seconds. Then I should take, for second case, I should write the equation as displacement is equal to ut plus half at square. What should I take u for that? It is your choice. If you want to take downward positive, take downward positive also, no problem. Then you take everything positive. Then I will take u also positive. But time will not be t now. Time will be different. You understand why I'm taking t minus 2 time?
Yes, sir.
Because second one is going after 2 seconds. Therefore, time of journey for second one should be, they have to reach in the same time.
T equals to 5, sir.
So time should be less, means as compared to the this time should be less. But finally, they should cover same distance. Therefore, I'm taking time as t minus 2 plus half of 9.8 or 10. 9.8, I think. 9.8 into t minus 2 square is equal to 122.5. Right? So now we have to just compare these two. Now we can get answer from here. Half gt square is equal to u into t minus 2.
T equals to 5 seconds, sir.
And these are also equal to 122.5. What is g? G is 9.8. So it is 4.9 into t square is equal to 122.5. Then t will come out to be
5 seconds.
5 seconds, I think. If it is 5 seconds, what would be the value for the how to get this? For second equation, it will be 3 seconds time. I can write u into 3 plus half into 4.9 into 3 square.
Sir, happy
equals-
birthday, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
మీకోసం ఆ పాట పెట్టిన చూడండి సార్.
What? Thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. You don't need to do this. Thank you very much. Thank you. 3u plus half into 4.9 into 3 square. I think no. Wait, I think I did wrong here. Half into 9.8 is already 4.9.
Yes.
Then I think I can just write it as 122.5. Can we get u from here now? I think
Yes, sir.
it is looking difficult because of this 122.5. But when I see such questions, then in my mind it is not, I see as if it is 125, because I remember that data. What data I remember? First second 5 meters, 2 seconds 20 meters.
Your voice is not audible.
We can't hear you.
Hello, sir.
Anyone call to sir?
ఆనంద్ దగ్గర నుంచి
I lost the connection. I was teaching and I'm thinking you are listening.
Yes, sir, your connection was lost, sir.
Now, that after that, just one last question was pending that I explained. Wait a second, not this.
Sir, one stop the
This one-
screen share and
this
again
one here.
start.
I think from here now you can get you. What I was telling, when you see such data given 122.5 or something, then you understand that it will be close to 125. Will it be close to 125 or
Sir,
not?
once again start the screen share, sir.
Screen share. Oh, sorry. Screen share. Okay. Now started.
Yes, sir.
So up to this you have listened or not? Up to this time was 5 seconds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What I was saying that this 122.5, it is appearing to be tough calculation, and this 4.9 also, when they give G as 9.8, calculation becomes tough. What I have done, I remember that distance is covered in first few seconds. I have learned this data. For example, in 1 second it will cover 5 meters. In 2 seconds, 5 into 4. 3 seconds, 5 into 9. It will help us. When I saw this 122.5, at that moment only I was able to understand that it is close to 125. If it is close to 125, then it means answer should be
Then it is
5
close
seconds
to
only.
5 seconds.
Then I knew at that time only that answer should be 5 seconds only. But exactly 5 seconds only, not even close, exactly 5. By this slight difference is there only because of the reason that this data is for G taken as 10. If I don't take G as 10, then our data will be slightly changed. It will become 4.9. It will become 19.6. This one will become something else, but it will be 4.9 into 9. 9 nines are 81, 9 fours are 36, and 44.1, and so on. Means there will be slight changes. Therefore, when I see such data, I understand it is close to 20, it is close to 45. So this way I have learned it. Okay. So this way you can also remember. If you remember these few distances, you will be able to do fast. For example, after this, this again, if I look at it, I am thinking it is 5 and it is 9. 5 into 9, 45. This is 125. Then that way, here, no, sorry. Here, I think that will not work. Here, I have to get exactly only. Here, now let us solve it. 122.5 minus, I think 9 nines are 81, 9 fours are 44.1, and divided by 3. So that is coming out to be 26.1, right?
1, sir.
0.1 meter per second. Right. One more question is there after that. Question number 44 is done. 43 is done. Then comes 44th question.
Hello,
Body
sir.
covers these distances in 10. Hello.
సార్ మీరు చెప్పేది ఏం అర్థం కావట్లేదు సార్.
What is he saying?
సార్ వాళ్ళు అలానే డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తారు.
Leave those people, sir.
Huh?
Leave those people, sir.
సార్
Who is he?
That's some
Ramaj is not there today.
not there, sir.
Okay. Can you be co-host? Although you can also not do something if they keep coming again and again.
Yes, sir.
But okay. Let us see. Which question? Which one we were discussing? We were discussing question number 44. A body covers 26, 28, 30, 32 meters in 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th seconds respectively. The body starts from this. We have to find out which of these is true. So to find it, I think we can use the formula of 10th second formula. What is the displacement in nth second? Remember the formula?
U by 2
S nth
Plus A by 2
is equal to U plus
U by,
A
U
by
plus
2
A
into
by 2
2n
into
minus 1.
2n minus 1.
From here I can tell easily whether it is uniform acceleration or not. First, if it is not uniform acceleration, then this formula will not be valid. It will be wrong formula,
Yes,
right?
sir. That formula will
But
not be
I can
valid,
get
sir.
idea. I can get idea by putting some values. For example, 10 I will put here, and then I will put 11, and then I will put 12. I can find out U and A value from the first two, and I can put it in the 12th second, and then I will see if I am getting the right result. Why they are giving many equations? In order to get u and a, I need only two equations. 10th one and 11th one was sufficient. But why they are giving more? So that from these two, I can determine u and a, and I can verify from the remaining two. I can verify. If it is coming out to be, it is satisfying the 12th and 13th second also, then I can say it is having some constant initial velocity and moving with uniform acceleration. But wait a second, I think we can do better. No need to waste time in this. Let us try to analyze the time, these distances. What are the distances covered? 26, 28, 30, 32. Is it arithmetic progression or not?
Yes,
It is
sir.
arithmetic progression, I think. And in nth second, will this be in arithmetic progression or not? Let us check once. In nth second, will it come out to be in arithmetic progression? These terms, u first term plus a by 2 into 2n minus. Let us say it is a by 2 into a by 2 into 5. Then let us say I'm just putting random values. Then let us say 5. Then it will come a by 2 into 7 odd numbers plus u into a by 2 into 9 and so on. Notice these are coming in arithmetic progression, right or not?
Yes,
These
sir.
numbers, because if I take the difference of these two, then what I get? Difference of these two I get as 2 into a by 2. Difference of these two also
A.
2 into a by 2. So yes, a, it means a difference is coming out to be equal to a. So what will be a value here? A value we can get so easily. The difference of these two is equal to a, that is 2. This is also 2. This is also 2. We have a definite a value. Initial velocity I can get easily now. How to get initial velocity? U plus 2 by 2 into 10 second. 10 second means 2 into 10 minus 1, which will be equal to, this is 26. It is equal to u plus 20 minus 1 means 19. Then u is equal to, I think 7.
Yes, sir.
It is definitely one uniformly accelerated motion with initial velocity 7 and acceleration equal to 2 units. Do I have to solve it to get the answer? No, I don't have to solve. I can directly tell if the displacements are coming in arithmetic progression for nth seconds, then it has to be some initial velocity and uniform acceleration. Okay, we can directly tell. But don't forget, it is not 10 seconds, it is 10th second, it is 11th second, then it is coming out to be in arithmetic progression. Okay, question number 45, 46, 47, 48. 48 based on same idea. Free falling body, first, second, third, second, 1, 3, 5 odd numbers.
Option B, sir.
Option B, right. 49 is interesting. Can you do this one? Not that difficult, simple although, but you should be able to do. Try once, 49th question.
meters.
122.5. That is the total height. And why so? Is how did you get it?
Finding by using S formula, nth formula, and S, sir, and dividing them.
Yes. Because they are saying which second they are calling here. They are talking about last second, right? Last second. Then we can use the nth formula, right? Only you did it right. Correct. I think everybody can do it, so I'm not explaining it now. Question number 50, can you do? 9 seconds to the ground. Why?
You already said, sir.
Already explained, but I did not give the numbers. Here they are giving numbers. I have just explained in terms of u velocity up, u velocity down.
Yes, sir.
That way I have done.
T1, T2, you said, sir.
So this you know already. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. 57.
56 is ours, sir.
56 is our question, and it is collision also here. So you don't get scared by collision. Let us check in collision what happens. There are few situations. Let me see first of all what is the situation. ball is dropped. B is thrown upwards. When the balls collide, they are moving in opposite directions with speed of A, twice the speed of B. At what fraction of the height of the building did the collision occur? Simple question only. It has nothing to do with the collision. Why? Because the situation after a collision, they are not asking anything related to that. They are asking only question related to the situation before collision. So don't think that you should know conservation of momentum or something to do this question. That is not required. We can do it without the knowledge of collisions, without the knowledge of collision topic. We can do it. Let us do it now.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Someone messaging to me, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Someone messaging to me, sir.
But can you wait a second? Let me disable chat if it is option is there.
Already
not be-
disabled.
Disabled already?
Already disabled, sir.
Then nobody can message you. How can they message?
Sir, he is messaging
I
to
have
all, sir.
removed.
He's messaging himself.
Yes, sir.
I have removed him, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
So
answer is
now
2 by
question
3,
number
sir.
2 by 5 you are getting already very
2 by
fast.
3, sir.
Was it? Let me
No,
check once.
I did today, sir.
Ball is dropped from the top of the building at the same height. B is thrown up. Balls collide when they are moving in opposite direction with speed of 8 twice that of B. Okay, what formula you are preferring to use in this? Which formula do you prefer? I think we can use the formula of for upward journey. Which has more speed here? Upper ball or lower ball?
Upper wall.
Ball is thrown. Upper has
VA equal to
At
VB,
the-
sir.
and they are moving in opposite direction and the A is twice that of B. So it collides here. Let us say here. At which point they are colliding? That we have to find out. And it has speed VA and it has speed VB. Which will have more speed? They are saying VA is equal to 2 times VB, I think. They have mentioned or not? 2 times VB.
Yes, sir.
So then VA is nothing but G into T, right? Because it's initial, no, it was dropped or not? It was dropped, I think. UA was
Dropped only, sir.
Dropped only.
dropped only. Then I can just write GT. But for VB, I cannot write that. For VB, I have to just write that its velocity is equal to 2 GT. And
Sir, you are disconnected.
yes, VA was GT and VB will be GT by 2, half of that. VB will be VA by 2. What is the height? Height will be equal to half of G into T square for this. And what is for this this one? For this one, I will prefer to write VB into T minus half GT square formula. Let us say it is H1 height and that is H2.
Yes, sir.
Is it okay? Why I am preferring that way? You understand? Because here VB is known to us. Initial velocity is not known, but VB is known. VB we can directly write as VA by 2 or I can write it as GT by 2. Therefore, I will prefer this formula. Then it will become GT by 2 into
You
T
can find
minus
initial
half
also,
of GT. We can find what?
Initial velocity also, no, sir.
Means only one step. I means I'm avoiding one step. The one extra step will be there. Then we can do by other way also. But I'm thinking
Okay.
this way I can avoid that
Yes,
step
sir.
also. I can directly do in one step only. So this is H1, and the second one is H2. What is the ratio of H1 and H? And notice one more thing here. In this case, you may ask me this question, sir, why are you not taking negative? You can think that H is also negative. This is also negative, but negative and negative are cancelling, so it is becoming positive only. Both are downwards, no? G is also downwards. And H1 is also downwards because displacement is from this to this place. This to this place here, downwards. H is also negative, G is also negative, they cancel. So finally, H1 is equal to just half GT square. What is the ratio of H1 and H2? We can get ratio easily. H1 upon H2 is equal to, it will come out to be GT square divided by there is something not GT square. I think this assumption is not right.
It is coming 0, sir.
H2 becoming 0.
No, I am thinking then I think probably the downward velocity is double than the upper one. I think so. Then we are getting something. Otherwise, it is not reasonable assumption. Maybe downward has more velocity. Let me take that once. If downward will have more, then it will become 2VA. Let us take VB is equal to 2 times VA. Then I get 2 times GT. If I get 2 times GT, then it will become 2 GT into T. Then now we are getting something different, not 0. Now it will become half GT square divided by 2 GT square minus half GT square. That is equal to 3 by 2, 1 by 2. So ratio is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is this ratio. So what they have asked now, let's go back to the question. At what fraction of the total height did the collision occur from the ground? So fraction means height from the ground is H2, total height is H1 plus H2. This is the fraction. But that ratio is coming out to be 1:3, 1 part for H1 and 3 parts for H2. So I can say 3 upon 1 plus 3, which is equal to 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is not there. 1 by 4 is there. Wait, 1 by 4. What fraction of? At what fraction of height? Two minus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2, correct only. Question number 56. Let us see what is the solution given by them. Six u square by 9g total height. 4 u square by 9g.
Sorry, your voice is not audible.
Okay, wait a second. This is, I think, no explanation is not given for 56. But
Sir,
my
I did
answer is
it
not
in
matching
another
with
way,
the
sir.
answer given. Your answer is coming out to be right only.
Yes, sir, I got 2 by 3, sir.
What is your answer?
2 by 3.
Okay, then tell me once your method. Are you taking velocities in same only 2v and v or not?
VA equal to 2VB, sir.
You are taking upper one as double of the lower one.
Downward as double upper one, sir.
You are taking downward double, huh?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
I am also taking downward double only. Correct. What is your method then? How are you doing after that?
I got UB equal to 3GT by 2, sir.
Which one is 3GT by 2? The VB.
UB, sir.
UB means velocity of B.
Initial velocity.
Initial
sir.
velocity, okay.
Yes, sir.
Initial velocity you are getting 3
GT by 2.
G T by 2, right? Correct only.
VB GT by 2, sir.
I
Final
got your
velocity of
point.
B.
No, I understood. I understood complete scenario only. Okay, wait. I think they might have done this. First, what we were taking the lower velocity to be. Let us follow the question only. What are they are giving in the question? In the question, they are saying when the balls collide, they are moving in opposite directions. The speed of A is twice that of B. So they are moving in opposite directions. If and speed of A is only twice that of B. Are you taking that A twice of B or not? First, you tell me this thing. They are giving
Sir,
A only
VA
clearly
equal
twice
to
of
2VB only, sir.
B only. You are taking 2B, right?
Yes, sir. That equality only, sir. VA
Then
equal to
I should
2VB.
maybe. Then VB will be 2GT only. Right.
VB GT by 2, sir.
B will be GT. Sorry, VB will be GT by 2 only. Correct. Next.
VA GT, sir.
VA is equal to GT, right?
V
And
square
UB
minus
you
U
are
square equal to 2AS.
what is UB value that you are getting? 3GT by 2 you are
3
getting. Huh?
GT by 2, sir. Yes, sir.
This how are you getting this? They have not given distance. How are you
V
getting
equal to U
3GT by
plus
2?
80, sir.
V equal to U plus 80. Yes, correct. Time we know. Fine. Then we are getting UB. Fine only. Next.
V square minus U square equal to 2AS, sir. Like
Then you are
that.
getting this. Like that is also okay. Let us try this way. All the answers should match by any way. If one way is getting different answer, second different, that should not happen.
Yes,
But
sir.
your method is right. There is nothing wrong in your method also. VB square
But
minus
only
UB
that,
square
sir.
is
Your
equal to
method
2
only
into
good, sir.
minus. No, I don't know. Answer should be same. No, I'm worried
Yes,
about
sir.
answer. Why we are not getting same answer? So I want to find out the mistake. Let us see once. Your method is also okay. VB square minus
sir.
UB square is equal to 2 into minus J into what? Height is, let us say, H. H2. I took it as H2. Let us take it as H2. So then we will be getting 3 by VB is GT by 2. Let me take GT square common. And I will be getting 1 by
H2 as
4
GT
minus
square by 10, sir.
9 by 4 into S2. So then we are getting finally H2 is equal to GT square into 1 minus 9 by 4. That is how much is this? Same calculation yours or different calculation? 1 minus 9 by 4 means minus 8 by 4. Minus 8 by 4 means minus 2. Minus 2 minus 2
Difference, sir.
cancelled.
GT square by 10, sir.
GT square by 10 you are getting?
Yes, sir.
GD square by 10, sir.
Yes, sir. That only, sir.
That only. From here also we will get same.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
H2 is equal to G into T square by 10. I'm not getting that. 1 by 4 minus 9 by 4. Minus 8 by 4 minus 2. Minus 2 minus 2 cancelled. Then I'm getting G square T square by G. Or I'm getting GT square. I'm getting here.
GT square by G, sir. G is 10, no, sir.
Okay, I got your point. You are getting GT whole square by G. That is also GT square only, right? Right only.
Yes, sir.
H2 we are getting, and H1 is 1 by 2. Then we are getting what ratio? We are getting ratio 1 by 2 is to 1 or we are getting
total height, sir.
1:2. So I understood that 1:2 parts. Then answer will be 2/3. Answer given is 2/3 only.
Yes, sir.
You are getting right answer and method is also right. I have to see. I noticed the mistake. Did you find the mistake? What is the mistake in my method?
Sir, your video stop. Okay, sir.
Got
Mistake
disconnected.
in my method. Screen share is there or not? Screen share.
Now is there.
Okay. I did mistake in signs. See, signs are so important. I did mistake in sign. When a body is going upwards, then velocity is upward positive, no problem, 2gt positive. But formula is Vt minus half it square. That is the formula. So here A itself is equal to minus G. If I take minus of minus, this should become here plus. This should become plus here. Then my method should be, it should be Gt by 2 into T plus half Gt square. So that was completely wrong because of that reason, that one mistake of sign. What we are getting now, those who are not understanding why I'm saying sign should be this, let me tell you properly. Let us see what should be value of V. V is equal to Gt by 2 upwards J cap. Whenever you are worried about sign and you are not getting idea, put this J cap also with it. You will always be getting proper signs only. Minus G J cap is the acceleration. And what is our displacement? Displacement is h2 along J cap. Okay, because we are going upwards. Then what is the formula now? S is equal to Vt minus half it square. That is the formula. S is equal to h2. V is equal to Gt by 2 into T minus half of minus G into T square. Then we are getting just Gt square by 2 plus Gt square by 2 is equal to Gt square. That is h2. Now we are getting right by both ways. Your answer is also Gt square. This answer is also Gt square only. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Right. So please be careful. See, I'm also likely to commit mistakes here. So we have to be careful about the signs. Okay. Right. Then I think this can be done now. You have understood it. Let us see the next question.
Sir, I
58,
have doubt in assignment
59.
too, sir.
Assignment 2. Can we wait for some time? Because in assignment 2, I'm noticing most of the questions are graphs. But in this,
Yes,
there are
sir.
more questions on gravity. Let us
Yes.
do gravity first. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Bird flies for 2 seconds, then the greatest acceleration, deceleration. This is not required, not required. Particle is dropped under gravity. In the first 3 seconds, it covers S1. Next 3 seconds, it covers S2. Then T is given by. You can find it, you can do it yourself. I'm leaving it. It is simple only. 65, 66, 67, 67, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72. If I remember it right, there was some mistake in 70 question, I think. So I don't know what was the mistake, but anyway, otherwise also we will not do it. It is not to be done. 73, 74, 75. 6. Let us check this. Body A and B are the top and the bottom of the tower of height H. A is projected with speed u, B with speed u vertically along the same line simultaneously. Okay. Vertically, I think they should mention up. It is like last question only. I think you can do it yourself. Try once. I am not doing 76.
Okay,
You can
sir. Okay.
do it yourself.
Okay, sir.
79, 79 after that. I think now more question remaining now. Other questions are of different nature. No such question is pending. Then I will do the question now of this boy. Which second assignment, right? Let us go to the
Yes, sir.
second assignment. Second assignment, tell me question number once.
I have already sent to WhatsApp, sir, but I will say no, sir.
No, you just tell here only because I have complete assignment here only. No, you can
I
tell the
think
question number.
question. Sir, once goes.
Sixth question.
Yes, sir.
Sixth
That
one, huh?
question. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Two bodies begin to fall freely from the same height, but the second body falls 3 seconds after the first. The time after which the first body begins to fall, when the distance between the bodies is equal to L, is okay, right. So whenever such question is asked that one body is thrown now, one body is thrown 3 seconds afterwards, we can take time for one as t and time for other as t minus capital T. That we can take as time. And now what they are saying here, from same height, but one is thrown initially and after that second one, then one will already be below. When one will already cover some distance, then the second one will be thrown. How much distance one will already cover?
Half G square,
T
sir.
square, because the other one is thrown t times afterwards. So right, that is the gap between them. The time after which the first body begins to fall, find when the distance between the bodies equals L. Now
I can't understand from that, sir.
this statement is not that much clear. Let me check once what it means. Time after which the first body begins to fall. I understood what they are asking here. They are asking find the time after which the first body begins to fall. Find the time when the distance between the bodies becomes equal. Which time? That time which is counted from after the time of falling of first body. Okay, so we have to find that time after which at which the distance becomes L. But we have to count time from where? We have to count time from where the first body begins to fall. We have to start counting from there.
So we
Understood?
want to do T plus, sir.
Sir, there half G small t is
Okay. Question meaning you are understanding or not? Statement meaning? What does it mean? It means we have to find out that time when the distance between them becomes equal to L.
Yes, sir.
I think you listen to partial explanation only. After that, it was question. Wait a second. Let me just say again. This is your doubt. Okay. So what question statement are you understanding or not? I try to explain this statement. Statement is find the time when the distance between the body equals L. That is a statement.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. And this they are giving means after what time, not time, somebody can think time after the second body is dropped or time after the first body is dropped. They are saying time after the first body is dropped. That time we have to see. So let us assume the distance to be between them to be L. Then I can say displacement of first minus displacement of two should be equal to L. Let us take downward action as positive. If I take downward positive, then A will be taken plus G, right? A will be taken plus G only.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And initial velocity will be taken 0 for both, for first also and for second also. Acceleration will be for both g only. And what about the time for the first? Time for the first is t, but time for the second will be t minus capital T. This is the situation of what is S1 formula. S1 will be written as half into g into t square. What is S2? Half into g into t minus t square. Taking the difference, answer should be equal to L. Let us check now getting answer or not. We want to find this t time. Getting answer? I think you are getting now or not from here, from this
Yes, sir.
this one. Solve this expression and answer should be there. Check once. If not getting, then it means that we have to still see.
Sir, option 2.
Option 2, right? We are getting answer then. Getting it already. Any other gravitation based question? 15th we have done already. Yesterday,
16th also.
Yes, sir.
our
In
syllabus.
time.
16th also you can do. Ball is released from the top of the tower, takes 3 seconds to reach. What is
Yes,
the
sir.
position of the ball?
Option
This is
3
very
is-
simple, very simple.
Yes, sir.
It is orally we can do this one.
Yes, sir.
17, 17th ball is dropped from the roof of the ball is dropped. This ball is stopped. This is again, what happens if we stop the ball? If we stop the ball, then the velocity becomes 0 momentarily. So in this case, we have to use this condition that velocity should be taken 0 in the in between. It is not a continuous motion. Means motion has break in between. What will be the time taken by the ball to reach the ground? Do it once. How to
4
do?
seconds,
Simple.
sir.
2 steps. First, we have to take up to first 3 seconds of motion. In first 3 seconds, time is 3 seconds only. Okay. What is the total height of the building? Total height of the building is for 5 seconds I have 125 meters. Out of 125 meters, how much it has already covered in 3 seconds? You know
45.
already
45.
45 is covered already. What is
45,
remaining?
sir.
Remaining
80.
is 80 meters, right? 80
80.
meters. That 80 meters it has to cover in the remaining time. Half
4
into GT
seconds.
square. So T is coming out to be 4. Already 3 seconds was before and 4 seconds now. So total is 7. But they are asking, I think, the time by the for the remaining answer is 40 seconds. 4 seconds, sorry. For the remaining answer will be 4 seconds.
Sir, 20 questions. Sir.
20th. Stone takes time t to fall through a height h. The increment in time t when it falls further through a distance x. Okay, understood. Increment in time when it falls further through a distance x. What does that mean, first of all? Let us say total height is h. And after that, extra distance is what? X.
Yes, sir.
Total will become h plus x. They are saying what extra time it takes
Increase in
here.
time.
0 to t is up to h. So it is, let us say, t plus delta t, little extra time. They are asking that extra time for the next x distance. Very simple way to do this. That we can do in this way. Because they are giving already that x is very, very small as compared to h. If it is very small, then I can assume that this part of the journey will be nearly with uniform motion, because speed will not change significantly here, because the distance is very small as compared to h. So then I can say, or no, better way will be this. Best way is this. H is equal to half gt square. What is dh? Dh is equal to half g into 2t into dt, which can be written as
delta t.
gt into dt, and dh is nothing but change in h. Change in h, you can consider this delta x as x. So what they are asking to find? They are asking to find here delta t. Delta t is this dt. So dt is coming out to be equal to
X by
GT divided by X. Oh, sorry, X by GT. Yes. X by GT. Now we have to check, is there any answer like that? X by GT. Unfortunately not there, but we can get answer. Wait a second. I can write in terms of H also. How to write in terms of H? How to write in terms of H? It will become
GT equal to 2h by t, sir.
then I can write X upon GT can be replaced by
2h by t. we can write.
2h by t. 2h by t. X into t by 2h. X into t by 2h is answer.
Option
3
3, sir.
answer. Is the answer? That is answer, right? So this way we can get dh is the slight change in h and dt is the slight change in time. Okay. So this is very simple way to obtain the answer. Other ways are also there. I'm not saying this is the only way. Other way will be this. I said before that we can assume it to be nearly moving with constant speed. What is that speed? Speed we can take as root 2 gh, because up to h height the speed will become root 2 gh. Then I can take x upon root 2 gh nearly. What that will become then? Then that will become again h can be written as half gt square. So what it will be? Or same thing only. Actually, when I'm saying, okay, wait a second, what speed it will have in t time? GT speed. And I can assume that speed to be nearly constant. So the distance divided by speed.
Yes, sir.
That thing only again. Finally, it is same thing. Means even if we don't know this differentiation, etc., directly by applying logic, we can assume the speed to be nearly constant in that small time interval. Okay. So this way again we can do. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That's it. Up to what time you have class? Up to 7 only, I think, right?
7, sir.
Take some Erudov problems tomorrow, sir.
Erudov questions I will take definitely. Those
Yes,
are also
sir.
nice questions. I will take some Erudov questions. Okay. So let us end it now. Okay.